What's up, guys? It's been a minute. I know I've been lagging. I've been bad. I feel like I don't want to be that naysayer, that YouTuber, that majority of time just come in with the market's doing great, doing amazing, because the market's actually super stagnant, almost like a sine and cosine wave back in trigonometry, or if you remember that back in high school. Honestly, at least Bitcoin looks a little bit bullish in a sense. I know it's still bearish. I'm just joking. I want it to be more bullish. I want this to go out to 60, 100K, 200,000 for all of us so we can reap the rewards and the majority of these alts, because alts are where the money is at, right? But it's super stagnant and nobody is talking about the crypto market as much. Everybody's on stocks and in AMC and obviously a little bit on GME, and the majority of those meme stocks that are actually taking over the crypto memes in that landscape of things. But still, there's a lot of potential. I think people are missing the boat and not collecting the majority. I don't want to be that guy that said buy the dip. Be careful, be wary, stack a little bit, but I'm just stacking a little by little every single time I can get a chance to be able to, because this is not over yet. Can someone actually look at that fear and greed index for crypto? Because if you look at that fear and greed index for crypto, it is at an all-time, well, not a little bit of an all-time low. It's at 21 right now. It was at 24 a week ago, but I think it was at 21 as of today, because of obviously a little bit of pop in Bitcoin and went up 10% overall. But everybody knows that Warren Buffett quote. I'm going to say it to you again because I sent it to you before. Be fearful when everyone is greedy, and be greedy when everyone is fearful. Everyone's fearful right now. That index couldn't have got any higher. 21, it was at 24 compared to 61. And it was, if you looked at beforehand, I know it's not seeing it right now. If you look at historically, it was actually at extreme greed. I don't want to get into technicals. Everybody's looking at bearish crosses and EMAs, and the majority of it, I was going to pull up a graph right here with Zill. Zill's actually looking pretty good as well, too, with so much news that actually come up of it. So obviously, I think the majority of these cryptos, especially in the top 100, are actually undervalued. VeChain and Zill, I want to become a zillionaire and a VeChainaire. I'm going to make that and coin that to be mine and ours. Those are two projects that are going to absolutely kill. Everything's like a Shiba Inu. I don't even think I want to be in Shiba. Obviously, the whole issue with Vitalik and that had happened with him selling. But that looks kind of good to me, man. My goodness, in general. Let me know what your thoughts. But everybody right now is fearful in the market. Just let that sit in right now. People are, I saw a YouTube video yesterday of a friend of mine actually give it to me yesterday, how it's going to crash. This is inevitably going to crash. Can't believe it. Firestorm is going to come down and it's going to burn everybody because the crypto market is in the tank right now. And you're right. Bear market is a great time to collect. And it's hitting higher lows. I get it. But there's too much news. Why is nobody talking about the news? El Salvador is actually adopting crypto. Paraguay is actually making crypto a part of their currency. They're actually utilizing Bitcoin in El Salvador. Where was that in 2017? Let me ask you that. So much news. You know what I mean? It's just like, I just don't get it. I really don't get it. It doesn't match the market. I think because of one thing only nobody's talking about is volatility. There's not enough volatility in the market like it was once. No more influx of money or Main Street. Everybody right now is thinking about equities right now, which are stocks at the moment in time. So I don't know. In my mind right now, I'm slowly taking that equity positions and putting it into here because it's not even a question it's going to go up. It's just a matter of when. And I don't think it's over. People are looking at the charts from back in the day in 2017 and how it was before. And actually, nobody knows exactly when this is going to go down. Everybody's really guessing. The fact that there's going to be little pops here and there, and then people are correcting it to, you know, oh my God, it's going to be a precipitous drop. You know what I mean? It's just like, we're all guessing. My guess, and I know I almost feel like we're crab shooting at the craps table, right? Vegas, and this is the craps of a shot. I still want to be in just in case. Just say what I just want to be in just in case that all of us or the majority and 99% of the YouTubers out there are wrong. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying to put everything in there. I'm not putting my mortgage or the house, or I'm gambling it all the way, my Tesla, but I have it's not even a feeling. It's just, tell me how this news matches up with the market. The news does not match up with the market right now. That's my problem. Answer me that question, right? The majority, all these third world countries are adopting cryptocurrency, yet the market is not reflecting it, right? I want to say people are just holding and buying right now. I mean, look at how much money is in Tether right now. Why are people talking about that? There is actually $62 billion on the sideline right now. Everybody's at the market. Why is there $62 billion in Tether? That's only Tether too. There's a lot of other stable coins that money is already involved in at the moment. Why is that? Let me ask you that. Answer me that question. If everybody was supposedly out the market and this is going to crash and burn, why aren't they on equities? Why aren't they in futures? Why aren't they in Forex or whatever they want to actually put it? Why are they buying bonds or something like that? It's just, they're winning in the market for a reason. In my mind, it's just like everybody's unsure, and I get that, but the news doesn't match the amount of volume that's still in the market. 62 billion, I know, is a drop in the bucket compared to $1.5 trillion. That's money still, though. That's only one stable coin. Can I say that one more time? USD coin has $1 billion, $2 billion. Well, how come people aren't actually, what's going on to that? So it makes you kind of think about, just in general, I don't want to be that guy. Buy the dip. But for me, I'm slowly buying the dip because I am turning into a believer. I was a skeptic, but now I'm turning into a believer that this market it's not completely over yet. Like I said, again, I know we're looking for those astronomical gains. I feel like this is chess. This is not checkers. I told you this before. Institutional money is like 3 or 4 steps ahead of us, guys. 3 or 4 steps ahead of us. Easy. And they know exactly how to manipulate this market. You and I are unfortunately not manipulating this market. Cool thing about Wall Street Bets is that as a collaborative, they were able to move the market. You had over 10 million individuals able to put 1,000, 10,000, some people $100,000 down on a stock and an equity. And of course, it's going to inevitably change the market and rise. You're talking about billions of dollars legitimately, even though it doesn't seem like that. As crazy as it sounds, it is, right? $100 for 10 million people, that's $1 billion. Some people are putting $1,000, 10,000. So you can imagine that's $10 billion moving a market. Sometimes with these market caps or these stocks are less than $1 billion, or in this case, for AMC is 26 billion, right, to move the market. But the outstanding circulating supply of the shares are actually already being bought. Again, granted, in this case, this market, feels like it's stagnant, feels it's not going anywhere. I'm gonna keep doing these videos. I'm a full faith believer that this is not going anywhere. I really legitimately do. Obviously, the majority of us, I pull my hat out to you, to individuals who lost the majority, bought when it's high and sold, paper-handed it and sold. I'm not trying to say paper hands, that's mean. Sold because, they put their life savings, they put everything they had. I saw a guy that said he actually took out a huge amount of student loans and he put it into the market and lost it all. So those are horrific story. Guy who put his life savings into it. And I get it. There was like suicide hotlines I heard in 2017. I'm not trying to profess myself, but I started this market in 2018. So I saw the end of it, trying to get into cryptocurrency. But like I said, again, we're all guessing. I get it. None of us are experts, but we're just trying to learn from each other. But if you can, debate with me. I'd love to actually talk about this. How come the news is not matching, obviously, the market? That's all I got to say. This market feels so different. Why are third world countries adopting this currency? It's what it is right now, as currency, crypto as currency. It wasn't done like this before. People are talking about use case, right? Mark Cuban actually was quoted one time. He was actually in a CNBC interview, and his thoughts on cryptocurrency and specifically Bitcoin. And he said verbatim, a banana has more use case than Bitcoin. A banana has more use case. than Bitcoin. And I get it. It was like the tangibility of it. But look what happened 6 months later. That same person, super heavily invested in crypto, started a crypto company, and the Mavericks arena accepts Dogecoin and Bitcoin. Why is that? That's not even a couple months. That's like 6 months apart, if you really look at it. How crazy is the sentiment of that market? The man actually now is in NFTs, and countries are adopting it as their currency. Talk about tangibility. You can't get more tangible or use case for that. There's no more, you cannot prove use case for crypto than that. Countries adopting it. So I want to leave that with you. News doesn't match the market. It's happened before. Warren Buffett has said it before. If you look at his old talks, that sometimes the majority of the markets does not correlate with the news. You know what I mean? But in this case, I just want you guys to know I'm still in this market. I'm always going to be in this market. You should be in this market too. I as an understanding, even when the market's bear, be in this market. I'm going to collect so much crypto when this really turns bear. This is not bear, but this really becomes bearish, and this is like puppies in hibernation. I'm going to collect so much crypto, when you should too, when it's so cheap that by the time 3-4 years from now, when the halving comes out in 2023, I don't know, 2024, I believe. Don't call me the halving, Bitcoin halving 2024, that you will be ready. You are ready. That you are ready for it. 2024. You're ready by 2024. Put that on the calendar, put it on the map. By 2024, you're so ready by the market that you guys are crypto millionaires. I'll leave that, tip that my hat out to you. Love you guys. I will do more of these videos. Comment down below. Shout out to Mo, who actually subscribed to the channel. I'm going to do a little shout out to you for subscribing. Appreciate you. We only have 160 subscribers. I get it, but we're trying to get this train rolling. Talk to you guys soon.